Bill 55, as amended with A2, would establish and maintain an Office of Missing and Murdered Black Women and Girls. As a state and a nation, we're facing an unacceptable crisis of missing and murdered Black women and girls, and the data is simply horrific. When we started this legislative work in earnest in 2019, there were an estimated 64,000 to 75,000 missing Black women and girls in the United States. What that significant range told us is that we don't even know the full scope of this crisis. In 2020, more than 100,000 Black women and girls were reported missing. While Black women account for less than 15% of the U.S. population, we make up more than 1/3 of all missing person cases in 2020. Black girls are less likely to receive Amber Alerts and more likely to be classified as runaways. They're also less likely to receive media attention and coverage. It's also important to note that missing person cases involving Black women and girls stay open 4 times longer than their white peers. In addition, Black women and girls are at increased risk of harm. More than 20% are raped in their lifetime. In Minnesota, where Black women make up 7% of the population, we account for more than 40% of the reported domestic violence cases. And to be clear, that's reported cases. I would argue that figure is even higher when you take into account the cases that go unreported. Disparities also abound in human trafficking incidents. A 2-year study of human trafficking found that 40% of sex trafficking victims were identified as Black women. And what is very chilling is that convicted traffickers admittedly believe that trafficking Black women would land them less jail time if caught than trafficking white women. In Minnesota, Black women are almost 3 times more likely to die of homicide. Across the U.S., at least 4 Black women are murdered a day. This reflects, and those numbers are from 2021, and this reflects a 51% increase over 2019, the largest increase of any racial or gender group during that period. Furthermore, the number of unsolved homicide cases of Black women rose 89% in 2020 and 2021, compared with 2018 and 2019. Again,